Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. My name is Matthew, and it does look a little more blue than usual, but I do apologize for the way I look because I just got out of bed, so this was unexpected. This is the MonsterVerse Titan Tech King Kong figure. Basically for a little bit of context, this is honestly like a figure that I was not expecting. It's a late arrival for Christmas, so like we ordered this thing apparently, and then delays happened because order abundance of orders plus some parts of the world, various illnesses. You already got the story. I mean, we just came out of a pandemic, for crying out loud. Come on. Come on. Okay, that one's a tough nugget, isn't it? Not necessarily a chicken nugget. But yeah, Titan Tech, basically what this is I did, okay, for a little bit of backstory about like my history of transforming figures, like Transformers, I hate transforming figures. I do not know why. I just hate them. It's probably because when you start like putting so many seam lines on a figure, and you're forced to constantly transform it every time you want to swap out that particular design, it honestly just kind of gets old really fast for me, and like it just doesn't work well with me, and that's why I always hated Transformers toys, because I understood that they did in the show, but when you bring it to figure form, it just does not look as good. Hold on, but I have to cut this seam line too. Or this seam line. I have to cut this. Come on. Thank you. Wait, is that even cut? No, it's not even cut, damn it. Come on. Come on. Is this really just playing with me? Yeah, you know, I'll be right back. Okay, so I finally got that open, so let's release the monkey and bring out his battle axe. Oh well, that's not, I'm not even gonna mess with the axe right now. Here it is. So we're gonna should we test out the transformation? As obvious as the hinges and other joints are for the necessary transformation, it doesn't bug me. It actually just doesn't bug me. I'm fine with this. I can roll with it. It's probably because I'm a bit biased because it is Godzilla and Kong, but okay, there we go. That's how you split it. So you split it like this. First time transforming, so then you take that part up, and there's my dog's barking. So then you kind of just pop it in like that. Then swivel this thing to, how am I supposed to do that? Oh, okay, I go from this side. Okay, so then we release these two, and then I remember there was a antenna joint. Okay, come on, lightly, gently. Do not want to break this. Okay, good. Okay, and then flip out those. I don't know if I'll be able to do everything here. Okay, there's one. There's two. Then I think we can just. Is there anything else? Oh yeah, there's this part of the wrist. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay, and then we'll just kind of. Ooh, okay. We'll just pull out the biceps. Which, how does this work? More specifically, like, I understand that like it's all about the transformation and armor, but like this is Mechani-Kong, okay? This is MonsterVerse Mechani-Kong right here. I do not care what you say. This is straight up MonsterVerse Mechani-Kong. And then I remember the tip was to flip this over, unleash that, and then boom. And then, okay. Yeah, pretty good so far. Got the monkey stuff. Oh, wait. Oh, hold up. They snap into place. Okay, there we go. They snap into place? No, they don't. Yeah, my first time unboxing and transforming this, so this is going to be a rather long one. Come on. Ooh, okay, so they connect together. Again, how does that work? Is that everything? Oh no, we have to do the other side, this one. Yeah, this is very, very tedious. How cool would, hold up, I just got a great idea. How cool would it be if you had a 2-in-1 figure that could transform from Kong to Godzilla? It would be difficult to pull off, but if any company could do it, Playmates. So, I think he's all good to go. I don't see any other seam lines, so he's obviously probably all done. So yeah, here he is, the Titan Tech Kong. They gave him sunglasses, headset, and a microphone. This is without a doubt the coolest Kong ever. And I think if you combine it with the axe, which kind of looks like this, I can't pull it out right now, but this is straight up cool. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching this video. If you guys liked it, definitely subscribe to the channel. Jesus loves you. God bless you all. Go out there and spread the gospel, and I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, everyone.
Okay, Godzilla and Kong, you both might be a match for each other, but you guys are no match for me. I've got all the fancy bells and whistles on my person, something that neither of you guys will have. You guys will need more than plot armor to beat me.
Should we tell him? Why tell when you can show?
Really? A size increase? You guys do this every movie. This is nothing special, but still, I will put you guys back in the ground.
Oh no, we have one more thing up our sleeves. Since when did we wear shirts? It's a saying, Kong. It's a saying.
Okay, this isn't even fair. This is straight up plot armor. Who even approved this?
What? Don't look at me. It was Max Bornstein's idea.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another... Okay, hold up. Okay then. Hello everyone, welcome back to another review. My name is Matthew, and today we are taking a look at another Playmates figure, the Playmates MonsterVerse, no longer Godzilla vs. Kong, the Playmates MonsterVerse Titan Tech Kong. This is honestly, like, what? The 5 octocillionth Playmates figure we've gotten? Because we've gotten the 6-inch Classic Series, the 12-inch or the 11-inch Classic Series, the it's just basically Playmates is mass producing these things like there's no tomorrow, as if the apocalypse is about to happen, and I guess I'm all for it. My wallet ain't. So today we are reviewing the Titan Tech Kong, and I got this guy as a late Christmas present because some shipping, kind of happened, and so, I mean, hey, those sort of things happen, weather's getting worse, probably because of global warming, maybe, and, it's just, shipping is kind of hard to do, especially because that's, like, the hottest time of the year to actually get your stuff, so, basically, we're going to be kind of dividing this review into 2 parts, because there is a certain gimmick, you can already kind of tell, but let's already get into the gritty of it. There's my dogs barking. For the overall sculpt and paint, it's interesting. It definitely does contain the mold from the previously used Kong with battle axe and so forth, because I think they overall use the same, design and model. It's just that it's constantly reworked with every single new line they introduce for these things. Because with the Titan Tech figures, they had to make it a little beefier and a little bit more wider, which explains why Kong doesn't really have a neck, even though he never really... Well, I mean, he had a neck in the movie, it's just... Now it's, flat out merged. So yeah, Kong's head is a bit bigger. We have the, the standard eyes, kind of looking bugged out. And we have his teeth. They're actually pretty well painted. Well, the tongue's actually pretty well painted, and it's actually really well sculpted. Although I do know for a fact that there are versions with painted gums, which I don't know why they would never do it all consistently. We have the painted on scars, that sort of thing. We have the chest, which I guess the man boobs are painted a separate color. Well, Is it painted? Well, it's a different color. It's like a darker brown compared to a slightly lighter brown for the fur. And then that kind of color consists all the way to the rest of the body. And that's just kind of all the paint that you get. Don't worry, we will mention the paint sooner or later in a certain specific area. But yeah, that's kind of really like all the paint that there is on this guy. Everything else is, I mean, that technically counts as paint. It's more ink, but I mean, hey, it is different colors. Anyway, for the overall mold, yeah, it is very soft details, much like his, this is the Kong with battle axe, because you can definitely see it carries a lot of the, more or less the same fur details and ideas over to the same thing, and it just makes it bigger. Like, here's an example. The belly button, you can see it right there. Belly button, right here for Kong. And, yeah, it's like the same thing. It's just they widened out the mold. So, yeah, see this? And then you see this? That is, in fact, a widened out mold. That's just how these figures are constructed. Because everything, you know, needs to be printed out and so forth. And, I think it goes without mentioning, this sweet freaking battle axe. We went from this battle axe, which, don't get me wrong, I think from a plot standpoint, this is probably better. I mean, it is Godzilla's own, one of the members of Godzilla's dorsal fin and a bone, to this gorgeous, lovely, beautiful battle axe. With those words, I'm probably describing a person in particular. But, like, look at this axe. It is beautiful. The yellow, the blue. And I know this is just part of the main mold, but the brown on there too, it rocks. The blue handle looks amazing, and it just looks so shiny. Yeah, it looks straight out of, like, Thor Love and Thunder or something, but it looks the part, and it's amazing. Which, it does come separately packaged, but I kind of found a really unique way you put this on. So basically, you actually want to insert it facing this way, like this. And you want to just kind of insert it into the thumb, or, well, right here. And just kind of shimmy, shimmy, shimmy it in. And then you'll see it twist, and then it'll twist right into place. However, there's a second way you can put it on. Moving on to the back, you can actually see that there's a little hole right here. Don't worry, we are getting to the gimmick pretty soon. And by just simply taking this little peg right here, you can actually have it on Kong's back. But here's something I found out. See these screw holes? These can't just be screw holes. You can actually insert it into the screw holes and have it on Kong's shoulder for different display options. Look at that. How has nobody seen this before? I have never, I've watched like what, like a crud ton of reviews? Not once has anyone mentioned that. So yes, needless to say, Kong's battle axe here not only got a significant upgrade, especially for what this figure is trying to be, not just another movie figure, it is also just an amazing stylistic choice on Playmates' part. Which, now that we're unintentionally done with accessories and the sculpt and paint, we can now move over to everyone's favorite segment, articulation. The articulation for the head, we have nothing. Wait a minute. Didn't Kong Skull Island, a rushed release from all the way back in mid-2020, have a swivel hinge combo that acted so fluidly as a ball joint, and then a Kong that was in longer production just get a basic swivel at the head, and then we get this, which has nothing. It is nothing. How in the big wide world did we go from this to this to this? Playmates, treat your Kongs better. Okay, that's obviously a joke, just in case if anyone doesn't have the knowledge to actually know that. So, for the articulation that actually is here, we have a swivel hinge combo right here at the the shoulder. So you can go up about that far, down about that far, and can rotate all the way around, do lots of nice 360s. Same kind of movement here. And that is actually it for the arm. Yeah, surprisingly, this Kong doesn't have any more posability outside of that. He doesn't have a bicep swivel, elbow bend, or wrist swivel, which you'd think they would include one, but surprisingly, no. The legs can go outwards about yay far, closing about that far. Bend out about that far, bend inwards about that far, and can actually swivel a bit like inside of the joint. So pretty well done movement. And for the foot, or I guess for the feet, can go all the way around. There's no other joints. So how much joints is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is even less joints than how much Kong Skull Island had. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that's even less joints than how much Kong with Battle Axe has. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Again, how do we go from this to this? Okay. I need to cool down. And speaking of cool, let's make this guy even cooler, shall we? Hopefully this will make up for the lack of posability. So you might be wondering, what do I mean when I say make this guy cooler? Well, notice how this figure is called the Titan Tech. Where's the tech? You see all those seam lines? I'm pretty sure you know where this is going. But let's go ahead and transform him. Transform him. So, we're going to be breaking this down step by step. So if you have this figure plan to get it, you know how to pretty much transform this guy. So, let's go ahead and begin. So first step is you're going to want to flip Kong to the back, and you're going to see this little part right here. You want to just dig your nail into it and pull that out. Next, you want to just pull out these sides of Kong, so that way it's kind of like a three-way split right here. So we have this part down, and the back part down. You're going to want to pull this little gray part right here and flip out this little antenna. Flip it out to your heart's content. Personally, I just like to keep it at an angle like that. And you're going to want to rinse it, repeat on this side, although it is worth noting that this side does not have the antenna. For this side, your instinct is to swivel it like this, obviously. And remember to swivel it this way. If you try to swivel it the opposite, okay, apparently you can swivel it any way you want. So I guess you can just swivel it whatever you want. So yeah, you're going to see this Kong head is swiveled this way, and we have a secondary Kong head flipped in like that. And so you're going to want to flip it out so you see this Kong face. And you're going to want to kind of close everything back up until you hear a click. And we're pretty much done with like the torso itself. Next, you want to go over to the shoulders and pull out this little bicep to reveal this metal cylinder extension, essentially. You want to come to here, dig your nail into there, flip it out, and then you want to come over here, dig your nail, flip it out until you hear a click, and then flip it out, dig your nail into it until you hear a click, and it should look something like this. Rinse and repeat on the other side. Come on. It is a little stuck, but just make sure not to pull too hard, because otherwise you'll just shear it right off. So remember, dig your nail into it, fold it out until you hear a click, and remember, it should look, again, something like this. Moving on down to the legs, we fold this part out, and then rotate that out. Rotate this forward, as you can see here. And it should look something like this. Rinse it, repeat on the opposite side of the other leg, or the other leg pretty much. I do recommend moving the limbs around a little bit, just so nothing is getting in the way. And just like that, we have our Titan Tech armor ready for battle. This is the Titan Tech Kong ready for battle. And honestly, this dude looks sweet. I cannot describe how cool of a concept this is. I don't think it fits for the MonsterVerse for obvious reasons, but I'm just talking for like another Kong media. This could be a great way to maybe revive Mechani Kong, even though he's a Toho kaiju. I think he's a Toho kaiju. This is brilliant. This is amazing. So, what seems to be a problem at all? Well, for starters, it does click in. Like almost everything here does click in, but it doesn't really click in. It's like a very soft click. Like it takes minimal amount of force. Like it just kind of it locks in, but it's not very a secure lock. Obviously for reasons, because this thing is for kids. And the articulation does get hampered a little bit. The shoulders remain completely fine, but the legs do lose a tad bit of range. Like you try to go do the splits, and then this part, like this part of the leg, will hinder it a little bit. So you do lose a bit of articulation, but it's overall not that bad. Which I guess I might as well go over the sculpt and paint again for the enhancements, I guess. So yeah, this is kind of more or less some more silvers, kind of a gold color. The face is completely untouched aside from the newly added headset, sunglasses, and microphone. Yes, that is right. King frickin' Kong has a microphone, headset, and sunglasses. If this is not the coolest monkey you've ever seen in your life before, I don't know what is. And of course here we have the little antenna. Here we have a little chest plate. Here we have some more kind of opened up like pipe work in there. Wonder how that works. Some more panels that kind of open up. Here we have some more like leg guards and everything. More panels that kind of open up towards the sides. More pipe work. And of course the bicep enhancements. But now that I'm asking this, or talking about it, I just gotta ask, how is this considered armor? Now, I know, there is like parts of him that are covered, but look at how much is not covered. What is this armor gonna protect him against? Bee stings? I really don't think Kong needs this armor, because it doesn't really act as armor. In fact, this isn't even Kong. Now, I know, that sounds confusing, but how does that work from an organic standpoint? I know, I'm questioning the heck out of a toy, but again, this is kind of mainly all comical. Like, I know what they're trying to do, and I'm all for it. It's just, calling it armor kind of confuses me, so, I'll let that slide. So, for some size comparisons, here he is again with the Playmates various MonsterVerse Kong figures with the Skull Island Kong and obviously for 2017, and the 2021 Godzilla vs. Kong Battle Axe Kong. So he's definitely in the more 8-inch scale because these are like 5, 6, 7 inches. But this is definitely like at very least 8 inches tall. Also, for obvious reasons, he's much heavier too. And for another size comparison, here he is next to some Godzilla figures from the Playmates line, from the Heat Ray Godzilla from 2021, Godzilla vs. Kong, and his fellow companion, the Titan Tech Godzilla, which, don't worry, we are getting to him next review. And here he is with some NECA figures, with my all-time favorite figure of the entire collection, the NECA Godzilla 2014. As you can probably tell by the Angry Birds and Godzilla show, that means go watch it. And a comparison that I actually think I wanted to really see, the NECA King Kong versus the Playmates Titan Tech Kong, which they're both about 8 inches tall. They're both Kong, and that's literally all they have in common. Surprisingly, they're about the same height, but obviously he's a bit beefier than NECA Kong is. And so, what do I overall think of the Playmates Titan Tech Kong? Personally, the Playmates MonsterVerse Titan Tech Kong is a very interesting release. I don't think anyone was expecting this release, nor originally wanted this release, but now that it's shown its face in a lot of different stores, I definitely think you should go out and buy this. $15? A transforming Kong with a sweet friggin' battle axe that's only 8 inches tall? What, how could you not love that? I think the only people that would not want this figure are people who just die for movie accuracy and just don't like gimmicky toys. It's a fun product, and I think people should go out and buy this for their kids. If you're a collector, maybe there's better options for you, but if you just like something cool and like a stupid idea that's just executed really well, this is the way to go. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching this video. If you guys liked it, definitely subscribe to the channel. Jesus loves you. God bless you all. Go out there and spread the gospel, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out, everyone.